I wanted to share kind of as a blog, but in a video format, because watching other people's videos has really helped me on my journey. If it hasn't answered a question for me, it's maybe got me thinking about something else and led to other things, so I'm hoping this might be helpful for somebody else. I have 3 topics I want to talk about. The first is living in the now with compassion. The second is global empathy versus sympathy. And the third is easing with grieving process. My mom died very unexpectedly 3 weeks ago, and it was a really terrible phone call to get. But I made plans to travel the 2 hours to where my mom had lived and help my brother make arrangements for my mom's service of remembrance. And during that process, he and I were treated with such love and compassion that it was almost overwhelming. And I actually verbally said to him, if we humans could treat one another with the level of love and dignity that people are affording toward us in this situation, this would surely be heaven on earth. And in the time since I made that kind of verbal statement, I have been trying to live my life that way, to pay attention to people, to recognize the goodness in people, to single out people if they've done something pleasing. For example, I went and bought a coffee the other day in a little coffee shop, and it was delicious, probably the best I had ever had of that specific kind of latte. And I went back up before leaving the shop and told the person that it was the best coffee of that type I had ever had. And that is, in my mind, giving that person love in the moment. When I've been dealing with people in business, I've been trying to be more loving. And it's not always natural in a business setting, but it is certainly doable. So think about that for a while and try to integrate, or think about how you would treat somebody if something terrible had just happened to them. And do that in your everyday life, because people just need to be loved no matter what the situation is. The second kind of epiphany I had through this situation was that it happened shortly after the initial Japanese earthquakes and the tsunami. And although I thought that I had empathy and I was sending love to the people in Japan, what I really had was sympathy. I didn't have empathy. And when I lost my mom and I felt that pain in the pit of my stomach and that sense of deep loss, I realized that yes, I lost my mother, but these people had lost so much more. Perhaps they had lost all of their family. They certainly could have lost their homes and all of their belongings, lost their job, lost their village, certainly lost their safety net of what was life to them. And that was very, very humbling to make that realization that yes, I have this grief, yes, I have this loss, but those people had so much worse of a burden. And rather than feeling sorry for myself at all, I was focused a new energy for the people of Japan. And again, I think when something happens on the earth and she's going to go through more labor pains and people are going to be suffering as a result, really don't just say to yourself, oh, I feel bad for them, or oh, I'm going to send them love. And I mean, what I was doing prior to this was basically trying to visualize sending like mentally sending like a white light to the people in Japan. And what I realized after this experience was that I was sending a feeling from in my heart to them, because I could really feel it more than think it. The last thing that I just wanted to share was that the grieving process has been made much easier for me, probably because of the spiritual studies that I've been doing in the last 6 months, because I know that my mother is not gone forever. She certainly gone from my sight at this present moment, but she could be sitting on my shoulder here, or she could be right next to me or standing behind me shaking her head. Yep. The fact that I can't see her in my 3D awareness right now, I know is only temporary, and I can deal with that. And I am excited that as I continue to expand my awareness and grow as a spiritual being, that I'll be able to reconnect with her. And it's comforting. And I know that she was here and helped me become the person that I am, and I'm so happy for that. And I think that we need to focus on positive things, and it will help us be more positive in our daily life. And I guess that's about what I wanted to share. So I hope that if nothing else, if this makes you think about things, or maybe it will open a door for you, like some of your videos have opened doors to me. God bless you, and be well.